our next comic coming to the platform stage. He's fantastic as well. He's a soulful guy. You know, some people might think like, he looks like he swims, and he doesn't, but he sure looks like it. Please welcome to the stage, Gabe Osler.
Oh God, it's still so bright. It's still so bright. Hi, good evening. Sorry, just lost in my own thing there for a second. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good. How's this? Oh Jesus, how's this side of the audience? Ma'am, how are you doing?
Wonderful.
What's your name?
Teresa.
Teresa. Teresa, do you have I'm assuming you go here, yes?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite dining hall?
Yes.
Care to share?
South Dining Hall.
South Dining Hall. I have an unbelievable joke for you, Teresa. Okay. South Dining Hall. I was walking into South Dining Hall the other day, and I overheard a guy speaking. And I didn't catch all the conversation, but I did hear this very important snippet, which was the tour guide position. Now, I think we can all assume he was talking about a job. I mean, we've seen tour guides around campus, it makes sense. But me, ever since then, I cannot stop imagining it as an actual sexual maneuver. Just can't stop running it over. I mean, what does that entail, you know? Just think about, like, lots of backwards walking, definitely. Good amount of hand gestures, probably too many hand gestures, a little bit too many hand gestures. And of course, you gotta point out landmarks when you're a tour guide, you know. And if you look to the right, you'll see my dick. I'm glad I got a good laugh out of you, sir. I did not expect you to be my target demographic for that joke. It's just, what is this? What is this? This is Bond villain and spy that we're not sure if she's on Bond's side or not, right? That's what we're going for? Okay. Alright. Thanks for coming out. I'm glad I made it worth your while right there. So we all know what sex leads to, guys. Naps. Yeah, I'm Team Segway all the way. Naps. I'm a big fan of naps. I'm a napper. I'm a nap enthusiast. Mostly because naps are the one socially acceptable form of giving up. You don't get that with anything else. You can't like miss a meeting or a class or something and people ask you what you were doing and you're like, oh, I watched music videos and ate pizza for 3 hours. And people will be like, you need to get your fucking life together, man. But you can just be like, oh, I was napping, and then it's like a parade got thrown in your honor all of a sudden. They're like, oh, was it good? I bet you really needed that. I like, okay, let's cool out a little bit. I did give up, you know, I got knocked down and I did not get up again. So, let's chill on the parade a little bit. But the one bad thing about naps, in my experience, are nap dreams. The dreams that you have when you're napping. Because they're always really fucked up. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but they're always super, super fucked up. You can't even have a normal dream by dream standards, which is already a really low bar. And spent a lot of time, and I think I came up with a solution to why they're always so messed up, and it's because nap dreams are your brain's version of bullshitting an in-class answer. Think about it. When you go to bed, it's like your brain is suddenly this like really prepared student who's done all the reading and he's ready. You know, he knows class is going to be at this time. I got the reading done, and you know he does only have your fucked up psyche to work with as a textbook, but he's still going to have the general right idea. It's going to be a little awkward, a little dark, but he's going to know what to do. He gets called on in class, like, Troy, what do you think? And he's like, well, you know, I just feel like he's falling down a bottomless pit, kind of like in The Dark Knight Rises, and when he reaches out to grab the handholds, they turn into snow cones. And the only thing that he can hear is the laughter of the kids in 3rd grade who tricked him into calling himself gay. And the teacher's like, very good. Check. 15% of the class locked down. Troy's doing great. But then you just slam that off switch in the middle of the day when your body's not ready for it. And all of a sudden, Troy's gone. And now you have a terrible student, just an awful student. Like, let's just make up another name for this awful student. Let's call him Gabe. Just a god-awful student. And he gets called on, and he's ruffling through this rental textbook that he's clearly never opened up until this point. Just like, ah, God. Well, so I feel like there's like a reverse centaur with Tom Brady's head and the horse from Spirit's body. Oh God. And it's chasing him through a field of razors while his uncle stands off to the side and eats baseballs out of a popcorn bucket. And the teacher's just like, Gabe, what the fuck? That's not, we're on chapters that we haven't even gotten to yet. So yeah, Gabe's on academic probation. Those are my thoughts. I can't believe somebody dates me. I can't believe it every day. I have such a sweet, lovely girlfriend, and I'll be the only one at your funeral, Dayton. And there's just times when we'll be hanging out and I'll just apologize. And she's like, you haven't even done anything wrong yet. And I'm like, just wait. just bank that. Just save it. Trust me. And then, sure enough, a few hours later, you really thought it'd be funny? You thought it'd be funny to yell pass the bong while I was on the phone with my mom? And I'm like, remember that one from before? Just go ahead and use that. I'm gonna throw you 3 more just for the future. There's more people in this crowd now. This is nice. God, I swear to God. Okay. The next part, I have 20 minutes of yodeling next. You on the edge in the hat. What's your name?
JC.
JC. Going by the initials. Such a bold move in 2016. What is your favorite video game, JC?
NHL.
NHL. Great game. So I was playing Pokemon the other day. I like NHL, I do, I really do, but this joke's about Pokemon, sorry. I'm a big Pokemon person. So big, and this is sad that this is something that I count as a life achievement, but I did beat the Elite Four while I was driving one time. Back in high school. Yeah, I heard some impressed gasps. I'm gonna save those. I beat the Elite Four while I was driving. Obviously this wasn't my first dance with the Emerald Devil. Been down this path before, but yeah, I was playing before school. Wasn't gonna get Lance fuck me over again, so just decided to play it one hand on the wheel, one hand on the SP. And obviously it worked out. I beat them as I said, and I'm alive. But part of me wishes that I had died doing that, because that would have been a golden opportunity for the absolute best last text message commercial of all time. You guys know those ones where like they don't want you to text and drive, so they tell some really harrowing story about somebody who died while they were texting. And they always start off, they like give the phone to the mom and she's weepy and everything, but here they just have my beat up Game Boy and they hand it to my mom and she's just confused, she's not even crying. She's like, I don't know how to work a Nintendo, I don't know what you guys want from me. And then they always read out the last message and it's always something so inconsequential like LOL or on my way, and you're like, oh yeah, I should risk my life over that. But then with this, they could be like, no hydro pump is worth a life. And then you just have a pocket of nerds that can't say why they're mad, but they're just like steaming, they're just like, What did he think was gonna happen if he went with a water against an electric? The fucker deserved to die.
Oh.
No, the nerd said it, I didn't say it. Oh, Yelp is a terrible company. Really bad. I don't like the idea of checking things out before you go and see them. Like, I kind of understand the need to like have a good experience, but good experiences are kind of overrated. Like, what are you going to be talking about in 5 years? That really awesome steak that you had, or the place that you went where the bathroom looked like Butch's apartment after he killed Vincent? Like, I don't know. I just feel like the second one is much more fun. And Yelp is a terrible company because I wrote all of these bullshit reviews and they're still up. So, I'm gonna read you some Yelp reviews that I wrote. The first one is for an Embassy Suites in Ontario, California. Embassy Suites, I gave it 2 stars. And I said, hotel does indeed have suites, but I was asked to leave the lobby because I would not stop yelling, "Yo, where France at?" Then I searched, I actually looked for this, it's so sad that I spent time doing this, but I Googled up winter-themed restaurants and I found this seasonal place in New York that actually switches, so it has winter in the name some of the time, whatever, I went with it, you'll see. I gave it 4 stars, and I said, I guess Jon Snow was right. Winter is coming, haha. And by winter, of course, I mean my waitress, who I made sex with on the very sturdy baby changing station in the women's water closet. The risotto, however, was overcooked. A little bit of constructive feedback. Like there's some gold in that pile. You just got to sift through it a little bit. Then I reviewed an IKEA in Emeryville, California. Everybody always lauds IKEA for their great customer service, but the employee I called over to assist with my Pulp Fiction reenactment, done entirely with stuffed animals from the kids area, couldn't even do a passable Christopher Walken. I stuffed 2 bags of meatballs in my pants, Romney 2016. And 3 stars, and 3 stars. And then lastly, I reviewed this place called the French Laundry, which is a very, very fancy restaurant in California. It was number 5 on the most recent I Review Restaurants because my parents didn't love me rankings. So it's, top notch, like plates are like $150 a piece. So I gave it 5 stars, naturally, and then I just put in all caps, waiting in the bathroom for someone to come wipe me. And that's my time, guys.